Good afternoon, Pokésports, and welcome to another VGC Battle Stadium Series 12 video, bringing you a Koko and a Gyarados team. Now, this team is by JakeFTWoods, and this is called the Lion King team. Now, there's a couple of reasons why I'm deciding to use this team. Obvious reasons being that, hey, there's a Gothitelle on it. You know I love Gothitelle. Also, there's a Koko on it, with physical Koko and with the white herb. I haven't used Koko in a very, very long time, so it's going to be a nice new face here on the channel. There's also Gyarados on it, which is, like, you know, a personal favorite of mine. But with that said, the big duo on this team can't be ignored. It's clearly the Calyrex with the Solgaleo combination. This is kind of like a supportive Calyrex with Bulldoze and Will-O-Wisp, with the Solgaleo, which has weakness policy, has full metal body or clear body, whatever you want to call it. So you can go for Bulldoze, break your own weakness policy, and not get punished for it while punishing the opponents. So this just sounds like a load of fun. If you guys are excited to see this team in action, you know what to do. Hit the like button down below. Let's get started with these battles. And we are going against the Monkey, who's bringing a team. Wow, boy, do they love Trick Room. And it's funny because I was just reading a comment by Timmy, who posted in the Salmons video saying that they wanted to see Kyurem Black. Well, I'm not using it, but I'm surely going up against it, which is something fun. Like I said, this is a clear case of the... They're going to want to set Trick Room and make me very sad. I don't actually have Trick Room on this Gothitelle, though, which is a little bit concerning. Gastrodon is here, but Gastrodon doesn't seem like it'll be too necessary this battle. Actually, it kind of struggles this battle. This is going to be a rough battle. I'm going Calyrex Solgaleo in the back. I think Gyarados for some... Oh, Intimidates don't actually help me here too much. It might help against the Kyurem, but Kyurem usually carries electric moves. So I'm leaning more towards TAPU KOKO and maybe a Gastrodon in the back. Just in case they do set Trick Room, I can at least be in their speed bracket. But this is a team. It's like the mono purple and black team. It's weird. There's a bunch of Pokemon that are all the same colors and all Pokemon that you don't actually see too much. So not only am I terrified, because typically teams like these get the better of me, but I'm also excited to see some new faces, you know? As I should be. Okay. I have a lot of choices here. I have a bunch of choices. I can Willow Kyurem. I can Bulldoze. And then go for my Solgaleo. But I don't think Solgaleo can knock out Necrozma. The issue here is my goal should be to knock out Necrozma. And I think I'm going to play... I think I'm going to play this game with that goal in mind. By knocking out Necrozma, okay, they switch. Fine, so be it. Into Slowbro. Slowbro's also not going to appreciate an Astral Barrage. I could have gone for Bulldoze here. But my goal here is to not lose the Trick Room, because speed control can really mess me up here. And the whole point of this team is to have the speed control, not to give it up so easily to your opponent. Well, anyway, we're going to break our Dynamax real quick. Our opponent could still Dynamax here, because I'm pretty sure Kyurem Black is slower than our Lion. No, they just decide to protect. That's fine, because that's not actually my target here. Hey, man, Slowbro is going to hate this. Slowbro is going to absolutely hate this. Now, I'm curious as to why my opponent didn't bring the Indeedee knowing how to Calyrex. Yeah, bye, Slowbro. Toodaloo! Well, this team's working, to say the least. And the Max Steel Spec is still going to connect through to the Kyurem Black. Wow, that... Guys, Series 12 is so lead dependent. Now, if you're talking about a good lead, we could not have had a better one right there. Oh, is that weakness policy? Okay, I see you, big dog. I see you. Thing is, now... Malamar? So that... There was a little bit of risk of my first turn play, and I was concerned with it. If I Bulldoze, I'm going to give Malamar +1 speed, but hey, it's whatever. It's fine. I don't actually care too much. I'm going to Bulldoze. And I'm just going to Steel Spec into the Kyurem. There was risk in my first turn play. Had my opponent gone for Wide Guard with their Necrozma Wings. And I would have kind of been a little bit sad. It would have actually ruined my turn 1. But it would have meant that they don't get Trick Room up, which is kind of all I was going for anyway. They're going to burn the Dynamax on the Heavy Ball. I don't see a way that this outcome doesn't go in our favor here. They must be... Or they must not know that how much speed control I actually have in this situation. I think I'm going to accidentally make... Ooh, they guard there. Okay. Interesting. They made me waste a turn. I'm actually going to accidentally get Malamar to +2, I think. Because... Actually, no. I don't think I have to... Oh, does Malamar have the Trick Room? Oh, please don't do this to me. Malamar might have the Trick Room here. Yeah. It does. We still have Sash intact, though. So I think here I'm actually going to Willow the Malamar. And still fire off a Steel Spike into Kyurem. They can't run from the Steel Spike, though. They might have got the speed control. Fine. Everything and its mother on your team has a Trick Room option. Yeah, it's slow where you have Malamar and you have Necrozma Dawnwings. All with the potential Trick Room. But we actually made Malamar the theoretically slowest thing on the field with that +1, which is kind of funny. They do fire off a Hailstorm into my Kyurem spot, most likely. So Solgaleo is not going to care about that at all, sir. Yeah, absolutely no damage. In the slightest. Topsy-Turvy. Oh, that's not good. What does that do? All my stats hit. I am now -2. Hold on. Why am I not winning? This shouldn't be this hard. This is ironically bad. I was so confident that I was going to get the KO on the Calyrex that I actually didn't hit it with a Willow when I had the chance to. Guys, I didn't win this yet. This can still go very poorly for me. I should have just Astral Barraged. Wow. I think if I'm going to win this, I'm going to have to preserve Calyrex. So let me just not throw away my Calyrex and send it to the Wolves. Oh boy, I have to protect here. I have to waste their Kyurem's last turn of Dynamax, and I also have to run for my life. And also stall at their Trick Room for as long as I possibly can as well. Theoretically speaking, if I save the Calyrex, I should just be able to Astral Barrage until the end of the game. Because they pretty much already showed me they don't have Wide Guard on their Necrozma. That would have been a good switch in if I put in the Gastro there, but hey, I couldn't risk it. They're throwing everything they have into my Solgaleo, though. Topsy-Turvy again, but it fails. Okay. That might have been Topsy-Turvy onto Gastrodon, but Gastrodon has no stat changes. They were probably just trying to make me -1 on Calyrex, which wouldn't really make much of a difference, I think, in my opinion. Yeah, Malamar's burnt. I'm not concerned with it. It can keep going for Topsy-Turvy if it wants. I think right here, I can't go for Yawn because they're in electric terrain. Let me actually take a look at my stats. Yeah, -2 attack, -2 special attack. Double into Kyurem's my only option. If they protect, they're stalling their own Trick Room. Okay, Tom. Okay, I see you. I get what you're up to. That's not fun. They are really keeping this Kyurem alive, let me tell you. Fusion Bolt now into my Solgaleo. Unfortunately, I wasn't going to be able to attack with Solgaleo this turn. So, hindsight 50-50 didn't actually make a difference. How many turns of Trick Room do we have left? Just a couple, I think. Let's see. I think they Trick Room turn 2. We're now on like turn 4 or 5. I can stall it out. I'm not going to throw my Calyrex in yet. Got a nice shiny Koko in here. Hey, let me tell you, my opponent is definitely making a comeback here, and I respect them for it. Last turn of Trick Room, so this is kind of a no-brainer. I'm going to sit here and attempt an Earth Power on the Kyurem. And then protect here with my Koko. Seems like the most amount of sense here. I doubt that a physical Kyurem is going to have things like Freeze Dry, so I don't have to worry about that for my Gastrodon. Here's the Earth Power. Gonna get some nice little chip. I was hoping that would be a 2 KO, but it wasn't. Oh, they're gonna Icicle Spear into Koko. Not today. Followed by Super Power. Gonna get a little bit tankier onto the Gastrodon. Or onto the Malamar. But since it's burned, it's not doing too much damage. Okay, well now we're in a situation. Or I don't actually know what moves I could do to this Kyurem to knock it out. I think Brave Bird is probably my best option. Twisted Dimension, do return to normal. I'm going to fire off an Earth Power into the Malamar just because I don't want to deal with more Trick Room. And then Brave Bird into Kyurem, I believe is enough. Kyurem has no defense boosts right now. It only went for Max Hailstorm and Max Lightning, so it didn't actually alter its stats at all. It does have a +2 in special attack and attack, but hey. This is gonna get annoying. I guess I should have predicted that, but like... Jeez. I was really predicting Trick Room. It's fine. They're gonna KO one thing. It's gonna be my Koko, so be it. Only 2, only 2, only 2! Nah, it's 3. Ugh! Unfortunate, but it is what it is. The Earth Power doesn't take it out, but should do some really nice chip damage. Very good chip damage. And Hail is going to stop. Kind of irrelevant to this turn, but it's fine. Good thing is I have Pokemon in 2 completely different speed brackets. So no matter what, I have something that will outspeed this Kyurem and knock it out. Right? So Kyurem is not going to be a factor this game. Really only Necrozma. There is a little bit of an issue here with Necrozma, you know, being very tanky. Yeah, I'm going to still target the Kyurem spot because I feel like I have to. And Astral Barrage is kind of a no-brainer here too. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's go for the Astral Barrage. We will get the KO onto the Kyurem, which means the Earth Power will be rotate onto Necrozma. Never mind. It's going to be a straight KO. So keeping the Calyrex alive there was literally the most important thing we could have done. It's just realizing how weak their team was to Calyrex and being like, okay, fine. You have your Trick Room turn for 5 turns. Let's hold on to our Calyrex and never let it go. GG's. We are up against Tom. Tom's bringing a Sun team with a Calyrex. Oof, this team, though. Oh, no, that team has an answer for every single Pokemon on my side of the field. This is going to be rough. Let's think about this for a second. They do have Intimidate factor with the Incineroar, but we have the White Herb here to help deal with that a little bit. Maybe Goth is going to be kind of a big deal here. I just feel like locking them in and then having them not be able to switch could be very meaningful for us. Gyarados. The Solgaleo seems like a never bring ever against the Charizard, against... Yeah, Charizard. There's even Groudon that isn't a good matchup. Even Incin is really annoying. I do have Rock, or, you know, Max Rockfall for the Charizard, but I also just have a Koko. Let's do Koko and Goth, maybe? Yeah, I'm going to do Koko, Goth, Cali. I kind of want to bring Gyarados. I just don't think it's necessary. No, just because then they have the Gastrodon. So maybe we do bring Solgaleo, just not in the front. We hold on to it in the back. If we need it, we need it. But I just don't think it's going to be a good matchup here. It's like, it makes absolutely no sense because they have Calyrex-Shadow, they have they have Groudon, they have Instant, they have, you know, everything that Solgaleo doesn't like. If I can somehow manage to get rid of all those Pokemon, then maybe we could make a case for Solgaleo and bring Solgaleo in the back here. But I honestly don't think it's going to do anything. Thundurus, Calyrex. Okay, Calyrex can unfortunately still swap out here. Which, hey, kind of sucks. And we can't actually do anything with Goth, unfortunately, too. Very bad situation for us. I think our best bet is to maybe try to get rid of this Calyrex while it's on the field. And the only way I can think of doing that is maybe just by max airstreaming there. And then holding on to a protect. Yeah, let's just go for the protect. We'll keep our Gothitelle alive for as long as we can. And then we'll move on from there. But honestly, this is looking like it's going to be a rough battle. Like, typically, you know, I don't want to say you know who's going to win from turn 1, but you get a pretty good idea. And right now, we definitely don't have the better lead. Guys, let me know down below, what's your favorite Tapu design? I love Bulu. I think I'm very on the side of Bulu. I just wish it was a better Pokemon, of course. Thundurus is gonna taunt. So support Thundurus, followed by Astral Barrage. I think we take one with Koko. I really hope so. Ooh. Defensive Cali, maybe? Or maybe, yeah, definitely looking defensive. Let me take a look at the Koko. It's also kind of a tanky Koko. Has 156 in HP. So there's some wiggle room there. I think we have no reason not to keep spamming max airstreams. And then I kind of feel like taunting the Thundurus. If Thundurus has taunt. Oh, if it has taunt, then it makes no sense to taunt. I have a Colbur Berry. Alright, so I will just go for a Psychic onto Thundurus. Like I said, I'm just trying to keep them all on the field. If Calyrex decides to switch here because it's a ghost type and it can, I don't think anything wants to switch into the max airstream on their team. And I'm going to be putting myself in a situation to where I'm a lot faster than their whole team, right? They have no Venusaur to outspeed me with Chlorophyll. The rest of the team was mediocrely fast, so... Callie's going to protect. Okay. Interesting play. Followed by T-Wave into my Goth. Alright. I mean, Goth wasn't trying to outspeed anything anyway. Could just be shooting for hacks here. You gotta commend the guy. Gonna get some more chip damage on Calyrex. But hey, we're setting up our Koko to sweep, so I'm kind of cool here. Kind of liking where I am right now. I'm gonna free Psychic off. Beautiful. It's chip. I will take it. I still have to keep max airstreaming Calyrex because this is just beyond me. I do feel like I'm wasting a Dynamax because they do still have their whole Dynamax chance. But what can you do at this point, right? I had no other reason. I had no other choice but to Dynamax my Koko here. My only hope is that they don't have a Groudon in the back, but they totally have a Groudon in the back. It's also interesting how they decided not to taunt me, and they just decided to T-Wave me instead. Alright, we got the 3 airstreams up. Unfortunately, the Calyrex successfully stalled out our Dynamax, but what this means is that's one less Calyrex that can obliterate us, right? So that's one less Pokemon that can destroy my Solgaleo. Now they're going to switch into another one that can, but hey, we'll deal with that one step at a time. But you could definitely feel that the Gothitelle is putting a lot of pressure on them. In terms of switching, in terms of, you know, not being able to. T-Bolt's going to connect, do some damage to Goth. Nothing that is too concerning, I feel. Koko, put in work. Alright, sends in the Groudon. Not a great fan of the Groudon, but hey, we're going to have to deal. I think what I will do here, and since I know they can't switch, should I just get some Brave Bird damage onto Groudon? And I'm gonna Psyche. I'm just gonna keep Psyching the Thundurus. I mean, they have to make a decision. Do they want to knock out my... Oh, never mind. Eerie Impulse. All right. I don't think I'm gonna knock out the Psychic now, unfortunately. Here's another Brave Bird. I mean, at this point, I'm just trying to get Groudon low enough to where my Calyrex can come in and kind of sweep it. Which means I should have doubled into the Groudon there. But hey, Eerie Impulse is Eerie Impulse anyway. Precipice Blade's going to avoid the Gothitelle. That's not the one I wanted it to avoid, but I guess we can't complain too much. Now, if this... The good news is that they haven't taunted us, and we have a Calyrex, and we have Helping Hand. So this is gonna finna hurt. This is gonna finna hurt a lot. I also do have Willow, but I think I'm gonna save that for my Focus Sash turn because I still should have Focus Sash for a turn. So let's go for the Astral. Oh no. Oh, the Pokepaste says I have Helping Hand, but I don't have Helping Hand. Oh no, that's not good. I thought I had Helping Hand. Oh well. I guess we Psychic the Groudon then. The Thunder is going to go down on its own, so. They do fire off a Thunder Wave, though. Just kind of yikes. Don't like that. It's funny saying Gothitelle faster than Calyrex. Gothitelle doesn't get hit by a single Precipice Blades, I guess, this whole game. Which is super surprising. I will be able to fire off an Astral Barrage. Which does do a lot of damage to both their mons. Nice. Alright. We're now in a situation. Not a great situation. The electricity is going to disappear from the field. Not that it mattered too much. That is what I didn't want to see, though. That's the one that I didn't want to look at. Oh, jeez. I don't know anymore. I don't think that this is gonna go in our way. Those T-Waves are gonna hurt us a little bit. Not gonna lie, those T-Waves are gonna be kind of rough. I have to knock out the Groudon before I can attack with the Calyrex. The only good news is that next turn I will get a free hit off with one of my two Mons. But that's the late game Dynamax Charizard, folks, and I don't think I come back from this one. They actually didn't bring the Gastrodon at all, and that's the whole reason I did bring the Gyarados, because I was worried about the Gastrodon. Oh, and then protect with Groudon, which is so unfortunate. We protect with Calyrex, but I don't think that was the actual problem. They do go for the G-Max Wildfire onto my Calyrex spot, and that will knock me out. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. This is not good. This is gonna be bad. What is that? Oh, because the Unnerve. Oh, that is so annoying. Yeah, I'll call this for my opponent. This smells like a GG. Unless this is some stupid Charizard set with like min speed. I don't think my Solgaleo can outspeed it. I mean, I will try to Rock Slide. Well, like I said, I don't think Solgaleo is outspeeding it. My Solgaleo isn't even max speed. It is Jolly 212. But that doesn't mean we outspeed Charizard. Anyway, GG, Tom. You deserve it. You got it. I think what happened is that I just couldn't... I wasted my Dynamax turns too early, and I didn't have a real safe way to deal with Calyrex unless I led with my own Calyrex, which, in hindsight, maybe I should have. Yo, look at this big psychic damage. Maybe I should have. Or maybe I should have brought Gyarados. Like I said, I brought the Solgaleo knowing that Solgaleo would do nothing for me. Like I said it in team preview. And lo and behold, Solgaleo did absolutely nothing for me. GG's. Speaking of Solgaleo, we got the Solgaleo mirror match. Very standard team on my opponent's side of the field, though. Very interesting team. I think Solgaleo, Calyrex lead is ideal here. And I also think Gyarados might be an interesting bring for us, especially with Intimidate. Their whole team is physical for the most part. So let's bring in the Gyarados. Gastro we're leaving behind, and maybe a Koko. What does Koko do for us, though? Gastro, I can at least have a switch in for the Aleki. Yeah. That Rilla, though. But then again, what does Koko do for us? I guess Koko does have Brave Bird for the Rilla, but honestly, what's Rilla gonna do to Solgaleo Calyrex? Like, honestly, nothing. Also got Intimidate spams. I'll bring Gastro. I'll bring Gastro just for the switch-ins to Aleki. And just have another super effective stab on the Solgaleo. For whenever we need it, you know? Oh, me and my opponent are in the exact same place. Alright, man. It all depends on what their leads are. They don't lead Solgaleo, which is super relevant. That's really big news for us. Because what that does mean is that we can essentially get our not trick room. What's it called? Weakness policy off for free. And maybe even get the free KO on our friend Groudon over here. I don't think I want Groudon to stay alive for too long. In fact, I want it to die very soon. Do they go for the instant switch? Not that it would matter, right? Yeah, who cares? Let's just go for the Steel Spike. Worst case scenario, get some defense on our Solgaleo. You can never complain about defense on Solgaleo, especially when most of their team is physical. We're gonna Dynamax first, which means that they're at least not Dynamaxing Aleki, which is like one of my primary concerns. Whenever I see Aleki, I'm just like, oh, please don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do the physical Aleki, because honestly, physical Aleki is rough to play against. They'll be the first one to admit it's not fun. But they are Dynamaxing their Groudon. This is fine, I think. Because we will get weakness policy up. And we will get defense before they're allowed to attack. So, kind of fine. I don't think we're going to Oko the Groudon. I would actually be surprised if we do. They just T-Bolt us, that's fine. Like I said, we're just trying to get the Bulldoze off here. Put ourselves in a more favorable speed. Why does that still do so much damage to Aleki? Aleki's the frailest thing on the planet. It's so funny. As it should be, right? If you're gonna give a Pokemon 200 speed, make it super frail. Alright, let's lower our opponent's side of the field real quick on their speed. Go for the max Steel Spike into the big old Groudon. Get some defense going. It is a 2-hit KO, but it is not enough there. They could have a berry. And if they're gonna go for my Calyrex, this is gonna be an issue, but yeah. They do just go hard on the Cali. They do raise their special defense there as well. That's actually not great news for us, if I'm gonna be honest. I don't actually like that too much. Oh, their life form. Okay, so they're showing us their item at least. I'm gonna just play with my opponent real quick. I'm gonna fire off. I'm gonna just bring in Gyarados. Be like, hey, Lucky, you want to hit me with an electric move? You know you want to. Get an Intimidate off on the Groudon while I'm at it as well. I think a Steel Spike should be more than enough to knock out the Aleki. So I'm just going to keep firing off Steel Spikes just to raise my defense even more. And then I'll hard swap into my Gastro here to take whatever incoming electric move exists. Now, hopefully my opponent falls for the bait. Because if they do fall for the bait, this is kind of a nice turn for us. We're going to get a lot of stats on our Solgaleo. Which is the whole goal here. I think this is a kind of a tanky Gyarados set too, right? Yeah, it's impish, max HP, and almost max special defense. It's very high special defense. They swap in the instant. I don't care. Clear body, baby. It does kind of suck that we went for the Steel Spike, but hey, so be it. Let's at least get a Gastrodon in here to look pretty. Okay, so at least we did damage this turn while they did no damage. So we still come out of this turn on top. That's still half health's an instant too. Oh, that's funny. Not many things on this planet will half health an instant, let me tell you. What is my opponent's side of the field looking like? They got nothing to take a ground move. Like I said, they have no special Pokemon. So yeah, we're just gonna keep on keeping on with these max Steel Spikes. I don't know if I want to. Actually, no. I want to max Steel Spike the instant, and then I will make an attempt to just Ice Beam this guy. Or I might as well Protect. If they're gonna. Okay, I guess I could have also swapped in my instant. I'm not my instant, my Gyarados. I had a lot of options there, but I think Protect with Gastrodon should do just fine. Just to stop any fake outs from happening. Yep, there's a fake out. Not today. And this is me KOing an instant for somewhat free. So, can't complain about that. The biggest issue I have is that once that Alecki comes back on the field, I'm going to have to knock it out as soon as I can. Because if I don't, then I'm going to lose my Gyarados for no reason, and I don't think I want to do that. Anyway, they're going to fire off Max Quake. We're at +3 defense. This should do absolutely no damage. That still does way too much. We're at +3 defense and they're at -1 attack. That still does so much. Groudon OP. We're gonna raise their special defense a little bit higher, which is also why I decided not to Ice Beam there, right? Like if they have +1 in special defense, the Ice Beam's not gonna do anything. Now, if the Alecki comes out, I'm quaking it. I'm throwing everything I have in it. And by the way that they're playing, it looks like they don't have Rilla. Yeah, there's the Alecki. Fine. Fine by me. I'm going to probably Protect with Solgaleo here. Just because I don't want my Solgaleo to take unnecessary damage from the Alecki. I also don't want to give Alecki the opportunity. Never mind. I didn't want to give Alecki the opportunity to swap out with Volt Switch either. It has Thunderbolt, it has Protect. It probably has Volt Switch somewhere in there. Goes for the Precipice Blades. I think that's all right. Yeah, Gasho eats that up. They're taking the same amount of damage back from Life Orb even. All right, well, given that scenario, I feel comfortable just doing this. IEQ, I knock both of them out, and I Protect. You won't die to one ground move, you'll die to the next. Now, I didn't actually show them that I have a ground move, but most of the time I do. Solgaleo should be carrying ground moves. They're actually going to swap into... Oh, they do have Rilla. Well, isn't that interesting? That does kind of put me in a precarious predicament. I do get a free KO. This should still KO Groudon, I hope. I know that the Rilla is going to have reduced damage because of grass. Or the Earthquake's going to have reduced damage because of Grassy. Oh my goodness, it doesn't. That makes the difference. That was a crit. They go for the Fire Punch. Oh no. They do die to Life Orb though, but they got that extra little bit of a damage in there, which could make or break me. We gotta think about how we play this out, man. I believe I protected with Gastrodon that turn. I'm feeling wild. I'm almost tempted to just say screw it, keep Gastrodon in here, because that at least forces the Rilla to have to fake me out, if anything. Or should I just swap the Gyarados back in? Maybe that's the play, to swap the Gyarados back in, just to have some Intimidates going. and still just try my best to knock out this Alecki. Because, like, I feel like in the 1v1 scenario, 1v1 Solgaleo and Rilla, we win that. So, yeah, I will send in Gyarados here. My biggest concern is Alecki doing enough damage to my Solgaleo to knock me out. If Solgaleo goes down here, I think I lost. I really wish I took care of this Alecki back when I had a chance. Let's see if they go for the fake out here. I don't think they would. They do. Why? Oh, that's bad. Oh, it's real bad. Why does Gyarados live that? Holy jeez. EV to live question mark? I could have protected Solgaleo there. I didn't have to take that damage. Well, I'm going to keep trying to do some crazy plays if I can. I need this Alecki gone. Like, Alecki is literally the only problem. So I will waterfall it. I mean, I feel like Alecki would just go for Electro Web again. They go for the Grassy Glide. I do eat that. T-Bolts into my Solgaleo. Not enough. Waterfall, please. Waterfall, please. Waterfall, please. Oh, yes! Gyarados! There is no way on this planet I think that Rillaboom can fight me alone. They are going for glides. Since they're going for glides, I might as well try to get another Intimidate in here. Just to try to abuse the Intimidate as much as possible. I am pretty much sacking off a Gastro here, but hey, fine. Yeah, they will just glide the Gastro, get rid of it. Goodbye, Gastro. I literally just wanted another Intimidate before going down. But regardless, this is now a +2 Sun Steel Strike. So Solgaleo was able to survive the whole battle here on the field. What a team, man. What an absolute team. We didn't win yet, though. And they're berry? Okay. What berry are you? Citrus? Yeah, I guess so. Citrus berry. Hey, man, that's different. That's real different. So now we go back into our Gyarados. Now, if they have high horsepower, we could be in trouble. They would have to crit it, though. They would have to crit it. They could just Grassy Glide again, but I'll just protect. Just to remove that factor entirely. The reason I'm protecting here isn't to BM either. It's just because if I have another Pokemon on the field, that's one more Pokemon for the Rillaboom to target that isn't Solgaleo. And also, after this turn, the grassy terrain goes away. And say, worst case scenario, they do get a high horsepower crit on my Solgaleo and do knock me out. I then outspeed with Gyarados the following turn, can go for Ice Fang and then win that way. So that, it seemed like BM, it was just me trying to cover all of my bases. Anyway, I know you guys want to see that rental code. I'll go ahead and get that to you. And here is the Lion King team again. Thank you again, JakeFTWoods, for creating this team and making this rental code and envisioning Gyarados as a Pokemon that can be used in Series 12, and you know, Tapu Koko as a Pokemon that can be used in Series 12. I did have a lot of fun with this team, and what's cool is that we got to use every single Mon today. I really love the whole Solgaleo Calyrex combination. I feel like it's not popular enough to the point where everyone expects it. Right? It just seems like that, hey, maybe you just have two restricteds that are very good on the same team. But there's just so much synergy between the two, and they each do so well together. They do share a common weakness in Ghost, but, you know, if it's Calyrex versus Calyrex, you're relying on a speed tie. And I don't think that a regular Calyrex Astral Barrage can knock out a Solgaleo unless it has a couple of boosts added onto it. All in all, great team. Grab that Renticle while it's out because I have no control how long that Jake decides to keep it out for. Make sure to check out Jake's Twitch and Twitter down below in the description as well. Say thank you, say Pokésports sent you, and have a great night, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't liked the video already, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel also.